Hi, this is Mike and Kevin with High Country Window Cleaning, and we're just taking a shot of our 5x8 cargo trailer that we have all our equipment in, and it makes it very handy to roll up the job and you have everything you need in one place. And this is a job that we're doing in Blowing Rock, beautiful house, but it has over 200 windows in it, so it's a big, big job. And some of them are high. They're actually higher on the back side. So let's take a look. We're going to take a look at what some window cleaners do. Here's a ladder that we have. We only use it basically for inside. This time we had to use it to get up on the roof to do some difficult windows, some really difficult. But you can see that it's kind of at an angle. A lot of the ground is not very even. It's dangerous. You have to get up. A lot of people have standoffs on their ladders, and it's heavy, and it's dangerous, very dangerous, and obviously it's slow. So here's the other. These are some windows, some bay windows in the front, and I'm going to clean some windows here.
And we're going to go ahead and use what a lot of other professionals have gone to. They've gone to a pole, which is nice. It's safe. It's easy to use. They're pretty light, but they are limited in that you can only do 20 foot, and you still have to do the normal style of cleaning, where you start with a mop, you add your soap, depending on what kind of soap you want to use, and you got to clean the window the old-fashioned way. So you start with the mop process, you get it all nice and sudsied up, and you can see that it's not super difficult, but it does take a little bit of skill to get every inch of it covered. Go ahead and zoom in there a little bit so you can see what he's actually doing. Alright, and that is the first process. Now you have to drop the pole, switch out to a squeegee, because with a pole you still got soap, you got to get it all off or it will leave spots. So now he's gone up there with the squeegee, and he is now attempting to get all of that off. And as you can see, it ain't super easy. He's got to work it up and down, and these are divided light windows, so they actually have pieces in between. It's not a solid sheet of glass, so you've got a little bump you got to get over, and that can be a little tricky. And because of the way it has to be done, it will undoubtedly leave a few streaks and a few little drops on there. So that's going to bring in a third step here in just a second. As soon as he gets those finished up. Oh, and it twisted on him. That's what they do. They tend to get caught and twisted, and they can be a little bit difficult to use. You can get her. Come on, you can get her. We are rounding about the 2-minute mark, and he is not quite done with these 2 windows yet.
Actually 6.
Well, 6 windows, 6 individual panes. And all right, so that's that process. And if the camera was a little bit better, it's on my cell phone, you could see that there is quite a bit of soap residue and spotting left up there that he's now got to take this little device here. Show that to him, Mike. And that is a grabber.
A towel in, huck towel.
Put a huck towel in it, and that allows you to detail the window just like you would do on the ground if you were doing it with a squeegee and a mop on the ground. But he's doing everything 20 feet in the air, so definitely not the easiest thing to do. So he's got to do what's called trimming out. He's got to get all the moisture off of all those edges to prevent spotting, and then any moisture that was left over that he didn't get the squeegee, because you can't put a lot of pressure on it up in the air. Like when you're on the ground, you can really press good into the window and get a nice good seal with the squeegee. 20 feet in the air, not so much. So he is working away, trying to get it nice and cleaned up, and it will come out good, but unfortunately he's gonna have about 5 or 6 minutes invested into these 6 panes of glass. And if you're trying to make money doing this professionally, if you could go from doing that in 6 minutes to 30 seconds, you could make quite a bit more money. And we'll show you in a little bit how you can do that. You've missed a spot right there. That actually shows up on the camera. So, right on the right-hand pane, Dad, at the bottom, there's a spot in the middle. But he will get that all wrapped up. Anyways, it'll still come out looking good, just not the fastest. All right, we're gonna go ahead and pause it, and we're gonna set up with our next system. So here we are with our third system. This is what is called a water-fed pole. And all of the top-end professionals who have to do tall buildings like we do, up to 5 stories, we use a water-fed pole. The benefits of the water-fed pole is that it uses deionized water. And with deionized water, you remove all of the solids out of the water, or the TDS, and you reduce it to 0. And what that does is it prevents any spotting.
Just like a car wash.
Just like at a car wash, when they show you that touch-free, that spot-free finish. That's what we're doing right now. We are giving these windows a spot-free finish. And so with this system, it actually sprays right out of a brush head this deionized or pure water, and it allows for no squeegeeing, no detailing, none of that stuff.
So
all you have to do is you agitate it, and that kind of rubs the material off, the dirt off, and into a solution, and then you go over it one last time in a rinse phase, and it has an actual blade of water at the top which works like a squeegee, and it removes all of the spots and material. And as you can see, he did that window in about 30 seconds. Now we're going to do these over here. Also, the pole, as you can see, it is compartmentalized, so you can break it down into many different sections. It allows you to compact it down into about a 5-foot piece, easy for transport, but it will expand into 50 feet. And it's made out of carbon fiber, which when you're up 50 feet in the air, you want the lightest, strongest material you can have. And as anybody who's into cars knows, carbon fiber is that material. But it does come at a price, which is why typically homeowners will not buy a system like this. Only the high-end professionals who are looking for the absolute best in window cleaning, speed, maneuverability, ease of use, and reach. So that's what we've got. And you can see we're right now reaching about the minute mark, and he is done with those 3 windows or 9 panes, and those will come out with a spot-free finish. And here he's finishing out the last one. First he rinses the frame to get any residue off of it. Then he starts agitating the glass in the middle and gets those all nice and clean.
No, I really don't mean to agitate the glass. It makes it upset.
he tries to not upset the glass. That is what they call dad humor. But he's getting that nice and clean. Then he's going to go over it one more time with a rinse, which is the same process as squeegeeing, but again, he doesn't have to take it down ever. All he's doing everything up in the air in one process. And you can see he's sucking his pole in a little bit because he had a little bit too much length on it, make it a little easier to operate.
I'm done.
Oh, he's done. Never mind, he's done. So you can see there, about 2 minutes, he washed all of those, where it took us almost 5 5.5 minutes to wash those 2 windows, those 6 panes. So here he did 12 panes in the same, half the time. And I bet you $10 they will come out much cleaner looking. Anyways, there you go. This is what we use. We're High Country Window Cleaning. We're in Ashe County. Right now we're doing this job in Blowing Rock. And as you can see, we take pride in our work. Thank you, and we'll see you later.